My team's yelling at me. They're like, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:01. Get in there. Hey, John, I'll bring you right up. You guys are in early. There we go. What's up, John?
Up, Trent. How are you, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man.
Well, good.
Listen, I gotta.
Uh-oh. You're cutting in and out. I know it's not me because I got fiber now. I'm fancy. Can you guys hear John, or is it me? I say that and then it's me. Can anybody else hear John? Oh, I heard you for a second. Marilyn's going to tell us. Nobody can hear John. John, there is something going on. We heard you for a second, so your mic's working.
Right, anything?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, now you're teasing. You're like, I know. Oh shoot! You're still cutting in and out.
Damn. Sorry. Okay. What about now?
Are you in the Philippines?
No.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
No, I'm in the great state of South Carolina.
Oh, that's probably the reason. It's kind of like the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Okay, now I can hear you perfect. What's going on?
All right. Awesome, man. Let me get out of the screen here. Okay. Just a quick question. I work with a group that we're doing Morby deals for the most part.
Oh, good.
And I've come across a couple of regular seller finance stuff.
Yeah.
So some are I've come across a couple of pretty good deals. Do you guys buy businesses at all?
Not business. Well, see, I got a problem. I like anything, so yeah, I'll look at it for sure.
Okay, yeah, it's an auto parts store in Florida.
Oh, okay. Is it a name brand or just a mom and pop?
Oh, that is going to be a.
Like a Napa or an O'Reilly or.
I think it's a mom and pop.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's a mom and pop, but they have I would say pretty favorable terms.
Yeah, definitely send it to me because I've got a best friend growing up that owns Napa in New Mexico.
Okay.
So he might have somebody in his circle.
Cool. Yeah, man. What's the best path? Which about?
Yeah, just send it to my email. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Perfect.
And anybody can use that. Yeah, anything seller finance, come to me because we love seller finance. There it is. Marilyn put it in.
Nice. Okay, man. I'll shoot that over for you. And whenever I come
send me
across
your
that-
info too when you do,
Okay.
because we have only one Morby buyer, and I'd love to have more because he's very particular.
Okay. Yeah. We're trying to get a lot of these deals done. So.
Okay, if you have any that aren't going through too, let us know. It's that's the kind of stuff we like. What's the price point on your stuff?
Well, we're going after all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've seen portfolios that are like 9-10 million.
Oh, good.
So we're kind of all over the place. Like we got guys that are working on just duplexes, triplexes.
Okay, and also if you ever need funding, I'm partnered up with Curo Bank, and they do up to 200 million per property. So they do everything, and they're really good about figuring out like any kind of issues that somebody's having a hard time getting funding, they can fund it.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll shoot you that over in the email, give you the details, and
Yeah, and all your contact info, and I'll send you all mine.
okay, nice. That's all I got, man. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, buddy. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Trent.
See ya. Okay, guys. Oh, Tyrell's back. Where were you yesterday, mister? Life is not the same without you. Hey, Eva, which one are you logged into? What, do you have your own wholesale atlas, or are you logged in on mine?
Yeah, I'm logging in my wholesale atlas.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm logging out. I'm going to try. I've logged in on both of mine. So that's that one. Let's see. Okay, so that doesn't work. But if I go through Google, let me see if it's supposed to be this one. I think I have 3 now. It must be the deal. So what was that one that I just did? That was Trent Kamerman at Gmail. Let's see if that one works. Huh. Weird. Sorry, guys. I'm just... Outlets is having a hard time seeing me, and so I just need to get... okay, so let's try. Let's go one to one. Marilyn, keep an eye on which ones I'm using. Okay, this one is the Trent at Trent Kamerman. Let's see if that one works. Connect WAP. Approve. Okay. He likes my membership. Let's do it by state. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think I am. Usually if I just put in a state, it comes up.
On my end, I also can't search using the search bar.
Using for Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell Artman
On my end.
and tell him you log in just so he knows which ones we're talking about. So,
Sure.
So that one was Trent at Trent, that was that one. Let's do the Trent Kamerman properties. Let's see if that one works. I just want to exhaust all these. Sorry guys, give me a couple seconds. I just want to make sure I'm giving him the right information. All right, Atlas mode, Alabama, and nada. Okay, log out. Log in, and the last one should be Trent Kamerman at Gmail. Boy, do I have a lot of crap. Connect WAP. Approve. This part is going better than it ever has. So.
By the way, the Atlas mode on my end is working.
It is working
However,
for you.
Yeah, it is working. However, the search mode is not.
I don't know what that means. Oh, you searching just in general?
On general, it's not working. However, the Atlas mode is working on my end.
Okay, and are you just putting in like Alabama and then applying filters?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, and it's not working for me.
It's working.
Okay. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay, guys. Let's get to it. You know what? Let's go right into searching. I'm gonna do some lead gen. Hey, Marilyn, you can mute just because I'm hearing you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Let's go to Roanoke, Virginia. Let's try to. I want to search for some. Ohio is amazing as far as the rents for the purchase price. So let's. I'm gonna check Virginia. I haven't been to Roanoke. Let's try that one and see. So the way I do it, and this is the simplest way, I go low to high, And let's just check real quick and see if there are any good deals here. Oh, right off the bat, we're okay. 67, 87, and it runs for, yeah, let's see. Let's see if this place is hammered. I'm not into the fix and flips as much as I guess I need to start doing that, but oh, that's not, oh, I thought that was messed up, but it looks like that's a design. No, that is messed up. Okay, good. So this is, so guys, what I try to do is, what the heck is all over this place? They've got these little stickers everywhere. What I try to do is, if for rehab, quick rehab is square footage times one of three levels. Low, like if it's pretty turnkey and it looks good, but it needs new floors and carpet, I do that at $25 a square foot. If it's like this one, I'm going to say $50 a square foot. If it's studs, we say $75 a square foot. And that way it's a super simple way to just, and this is only 672 square feet. So if we were to do here, I'm going to say $50 a square foot times, what was it? 672, we'll call it 700. So that's $35,000 in rehab. Quick, dirty, easy way to do your rehab. Okay? So $35,000 in rehab. They're asking 87, and the rents are probably $1,200. I'm always take the lower of the two that are here. So we're cash flowing at it's going to take a little while to, like, that's a 5.28% cash on cash because of the rehab. So without the rehab, that cranks up to 15. So I don't mind calling on this one. Let's do it and see what okay. So if you ever see this, see how the amount's 1.9 million? This means that it's probably, and we'll see it in PropStream, but it's probably part of a portfolio that somebody has. So there's all these little, like, clues to what things are when you're looking. And this is one of the signs that it's probably a hedge fund or something. Do I think you can't do anything with a hedge fund? No, because I think there's opportunity there. If you can become their problem solver and come in and say, well, hey, let's see if I'm right, though, first. Link properties. What'd I tell you? They own 559 properties, okay? So let's go ahead and use this as a good example of, let's call them and find out. Wait, that's more. Wait, 100. That's 100,000? No, that's million. That's billion. No, is it? How stupid am I? 400,000? Yeah, that'd be 4 million. Yeah, so they own a ton. Okay, so we want to get to know these guys, right? I do. Let's see. Owner is Act 3 Squared Up LLP in Roanoke. Let's see. Let's check one of their linked properties and see if that's the same. So these guys might own Roanoke, Virginia. They just might have everything here. Let's check this one. So property, yeah, it's Act 3. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go down a little bit of a rabbit hole today. Let's find out who these guys are and find out what's going on. Because it looks like they're, Act 3 Squared Up. These are, Act 3 Squared. We get a lot of action. Like, there's a lot of, okay, so let's call on this one. So, simplest form, we just call on it, find out. The realtor's going to tell us a little bit more about this. So she might have she might be the gatekeeper for all of it. And so we're going to come at this one as an investor, but we're going to also, we're going to say, hey, we noticed that they've got $1 billion worth of property, and a lot of it's in Roanoke. And so let's, what can we do to help them get rid of the things they don't like? Or, let's just see.
be connected with the agent.
Oh, do we hate that? Hate it, hate it, hate
This
it.
call may be recorded.
Something in my eye. It's been there for about an hour. Okay, and let's see if she works for them directly, because she might. So she's with MKB Realtors. I bet we're going to see a lot of their stuff here. Hello? Nothing happened. Call him back.
Press 1 to be connected. This call may be recorded.
Oh, good. This is good too. Let's see. Okay, Roanoke might be a sleeper. Let's see. Yep, here we go. There she is again. She's got the lock on all these. This home's located. Best. Okay, so this could be a little honey hole. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the first person to call on any of these, but I see the potential of her being important. So let's just get over to MKB. Courtney Bishop, MKB. It doesn't answer. Let's see. Interesting. Her phone's not answering, so we're going to just hammer the crap out of her.
Press 1 to be connected with the agent.
See if there's any other options. Nope.
This call may be recorded.
Contact me. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Is that the same number? Oops, where are we going here? Ah, different number. Let's call that one. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of let her know that her other phone number is going to nowhere. Hopefully she answers this one. Cool. Okay, so let's... Okay, guys, again, this is where we become problem solvers, okay? And that's the main... I know everybody says that we're investors and we're just wholesalers and we're defining ourselves in all those different ways. I say we define ourselves as problem solvers. Because if we find a problem, we can solve it. Usually we can make money off that. So...
Good morning, MKB Realtors.
Hey, is Courtney around?
No.
Oh, shoot. How could I get a hold of her?
Cell phone number.
Okay, I think I was just calling it. Let me ask you if this is the right number. Does it end with 1548?
No.
Oh, good. Then hit me with it. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. 540-797
Uh-huh.
4432.
Perfect. And can I ask you a quick...
Does,
Yeah, go for it.
she does usually prefer texting also, so you can call and text.
Oh, okay. Can I ask you some questions just about your guys' company? And do you guys work exclusively with... Sorry, I forgot the name. 3 Square... It seems like they're pretty big homeowners in... Sorry, bear with me. I had the name. Act 3 Squared LLP. Do you guys what? Oh, because you've got a couple of their properties. I just started looking and I saw, oh man, they have like $1 billion worth of properties, like 554. So sometimes they find a realty company and they just let them do everything. So I didn't know if that was the case.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'll call Courtney and ask her. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. See you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, sometimes the receptionist will give you more information than anybody because she doesn't realize that it's valuable information. Okay, now we're trying. So, guys, again, problem solving. This is now we've got her 7974432. So let me get my ducks in a row before I call her. So that other phone number, I'm gonna search it real quick just so I can tell her that it's out there with her name on it. Let's see what that goes to. Okay, so let me just think about this real quick. So let's check Zillow too and see if that same number comes up on Zillow. Okay, these are cool houses. I mean, this is kind of where we want to be. They're a little bit they're not really expensive and their rents are really delicious. Okay, so let's see. Courtney Bishop. Ah, okay. So Atlas is grabbing the wrong information from, because this is the right number for her. Okay, so we don't need to tell her anything about us calling all the other ones and it not working. All right, good. Sometimes that's just a great way to break the ice with them. Is like, hey, I called this other number and it says it's yours. Hey, TikTok, if you want to come into the Discord, there's go in my stand store. You can come in for free and join the group. Okay, we're looking for Courtney. Feel like we're dialing for dollars here. Courtney. Act 3 squared.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay, I'm gonna keep calling her. Okay, so it's going to Google Voice. So I don't know if that's going right to her cell. So they gave us the she gave us the secret. She's a texter, so let's not even waste our time. Let's go right to start texting her. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give her both. Let's go find some more properties that she has, and we're gonna call her about all of them. So I'm gonna start putting these in as the addresses I want to talk to her about. So that's one of them. Let's analyze this one. That's off market, but let's see it on Zillow. Probably off market there, but let's see if she had a piece of that one. Okay. Okay, so we're just getting all the information we can before we attack this one. What was the other one? Let's see. That was one. Where's the other one? That one. That was hers too. So let's do that one. Okay, that's Melrose, right? Nope, Rutherford. Let's see if she's got any others just while we're here. And then we know exactly who she is, and then we get a better idea of Courtney. There she is. And a different number there. Okay, so I'm throwing 3 different ones in there, the 3 different addresses, and then I'm going to send her a message. I'm going to spell her name right. Courtnee. My name is Trent Kamerman, and I'm a new investor looking for portfolios in the Roanoke area. And I'm noticing that you're the realtor for a lot of these lower end fix and flips. These low end fix and flips. Are you working directly with Act 3? Let's make sure. I'm going to do that. So we're going to ask all these questions. Let's see. I am just curious if I could be the solution to purchasing these properties. Please text me or call me at your earliest convenience. Okay, time bound set. So I put in all 3 addresses. I said, hey, we're interested, and let's see what happens, okay? Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Okay, perfect. That's a cool one. Okay, let's look around Roanoke a little bit more. Not a bad area. Let's double check out what's the what is the population of Roanoke, Virginia? Okay, so it's 100,000. That's not bad. Okay, let's see where in Virginia it is too. So now that we found an area that I like to get as much. Now that we found an area that we like, I like to get as much information on it as possible, so I can be a little bit more intelligent when I'm talking to them. Roanoke, Virginia. Let's see what side of Virginia it's on. So it's there. What's close to Roanoke? Bedford. So it's north of the border. Oh, and Cincinnati's there. I'm just trying to see. Okay, so is it outside? I mean, is it a sleeper for DC? I don't think so. Richmond, Virginia. So it's the closest. How far from DC? Let's just see. So directions, and we're going to do Washington, DC. Okay, so it's far from DC. So let's look. So nothing massive. No other big cities really close. So it's not like a suburb of some other big city. Okay, good. So now we know where it is and where it kind of sits. So it's closer to North Carolina than it is to Pennsylvania. Okay, good. All right, so let's keep on looking. So this one, I don't think we looked at it yet. Excuse me. That's hers too. Okay. Oh, that one we did look at that. That's the fire damage. Let's see this one. Yeah, okay. So a lot of these are hers. It's fun to find the queen, whoever the queen is in town. Okay, James is new. Here we go. Okay, let's look at this one. Interesting build. So it's brick based, but let's see. What are the rents? 1,200. Okay, we're still in that sweet spot. So I'm gonna just trim these down. At their purchase price, whoops, we're on seller finance. At 90,000, it still cash flows $200. Okay, so this is one to call on. More than likely, another clue. When you don't have a whole lot of pictures, it means that that's probably rented. So let's call James. We'll ask James about Courtney too, because he probably knows her. So let's have some fun here. Again, guys, it's just about getting as much information of an area as you can. If you can become the mayor of a certain area, I know. I mean, he's not here now, but Tyrell is kind of the mayor of a couple different places in Indiana. He knows everybody there. He's gotten really good about finding the different deals there.
Press 1 to be connected with the agent.
I wonder what system
This
that
call
is.
may be recorded.
Hello? Hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm looking at 1403 Burrell Street. Yeah, I'm looking at 1403 Burrell.
Yes, 1403 Burrell. Yes, sir.
Is that one of yours?
That
Excellent. Is it rented right now? Is that why there's no pictures?
well, I don't know, but I can certainly.
Okay, I thought I was calling James.
Well,
Oh, okay. Do you have his cell phone? I'll just give him a call.
Check.
Oh, great. Thank you. I'll take him. Thank you. Okay, so when you get that, if you want to be in touch, it goes to a switchboard. Hey, how are you? I'm calling about 1403 Burrell. Oh, it's an auction. Gotcha. Okay. No, I'm in California, but I'm investing. I want to invest in Roanoke.
Well, this is a good option to invest. We do an online auction, so it'll be live and online. Online will be at the same time, but running you through the basic terms and the way the sale works, if you don't mind.
No, that'd be great. And why is it on Zillow for sale?
So, long as what of the process. This is an auction. The license given by Zillow's, Redfin, Realtor.com, and then a bunch of smaller companies as well. And they pull that listing, but they include all the information about it, and it's become kind of a pain, especially when you're having an auction, because it'll say a list price. That price that it's listed at is not relative of the value of the property. It's not what they're asking for it.
Oh.
It's just a placeholder that we put on
Gotcha.
in MLS, because the MLS requires you to put it on, and they pull it from the MLS. So I'm not exactly sure what it says on Zillow.
Yeah, it says 90,000.
Yeah, that has not relative to the actual value of the property. What we're going to do actually is we have a minimum bid, which is the max, like the highest, the lowest that it has to go. So the minimum bid for the 1403 Burrell is, I think we have it down to $40,000. So it's very reasonable. Just to show that the sellers are interested in selling, they will get this sold, and we will get all the information we need to sell. It kind of shows you that. But on the day of sale, what we'll do is we'll go in and you'll register online. Register, I think, a day before the sale.
Okay.
So if you have time, you can register now. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. What's the
So
website?
then you'll view online, and the terms of the sale are it's as is, where is, with all faults and contingencies at the time of sale, because it is an estate auction. Then there is a 10% deposit due on the day of sale.
Okay.
Since you're online, you'll probably be wiring that 10% deposit in to our company, so we can send you wiring instructions. Then the next thing is it's not contingent on obtaining any financing. So any money and any financing you need needs to be done. You can get financing, but it's a cash closing in 60 days, and that 10% is non-refundable. So if you were to, for some reason, not be able to obtain your loan, then that 10% you put down on the day of sale, it's not refundable. So you're out that money.
Okay. And what's the name of what's the website?
It's woltz.com, WOLTZ.com. And on that website, you'll find all the information we have on the property. There's the title commitment, any information we pulled, the GIS information. So we have all that there.
Okay.
For you all to view, and you can look at it through that.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. This is kind of off topic a little bit. I see that there's a company called Act 3 Squared LLP. Do you know those guys?
Act 3 Squared LLC. I've never heard of them. No, sir.
No kidding. Okay. They seem to own a ton of stuff in Roanoke. They've got like, let's see. I mean, at least, it says 559 properties, and they're all Roanoke addresses. So,
are they residential investment properties?
They must be, yeah. I'm trying to find out because they've got so much in Roanoke, and Roanoke seems to be such a solid rental area.
It's a solid market. We have a big hospital here, which draws in a lot of people, and then it has a decent metro area. The downtown's decent. So, yeah, it always has been solid to invest in. And we personally, our family has some investments in Roanoke. We had a couple multifamily units and stuff that. But for the company, most of what we do is large land boundaries and then estate liquidation, like luxury estates and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
We'll go into big acreage, and when you look on the website, you'll see a little bit more as to what we really do most of our business with. But we do some of the residential sector as well, and that's something we're kind of a multi-tool of real estate. We can go into any property and go and do a pretty fantastic job on it, depending on what people give us and what they let us do for it.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
okay, yeah, I'm looking at your website. So you
a phone number for you?
What's that?
Can I get a name and a phone number for you, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Trent, Trent. My last name is Kamerman, which is Kamerman. And an email for me is just my first and last name. It's like Trent@TrentKamerman.com.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd love to get put on your list too, if I could.
Yeah. We'll get you over to that as well, and you'll get information about all the upcoming properties, all the sales we have. We also do the Roanoke County and sometimes Roanoke City and Salem City tax sale, which is a great opportunity to buy some investment properties for a good price, especially if you can fix them up. And that's always a fun sale.
No, absolutely. Well, I do investing, but I also wholesale the ones that I don't want to buy. So I can definitely be a conduit for you guys as well. Let me just.
What's your phone number?
949 246
246
2666. And give me your first and last name.
I'm Jacob Woltz.
Oh, you okay?
WOLTZ.
Okay, so you're part of the family.
It is a family company. Yeah, I am the newest agent here. I actually just finished up at University of South Carolina.
Oh, good job.
This is my first official full year working here, but been around it for a while and interned and worked here for the last about 3 years.
Good for you. Good job. Well, I love that it's a family business. And 3277 is your mobile. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. 510-588-3277.
Okay, awesome. Hey, it's really cool what you guys do. So, let me just understand. So, if we buy a property, we've got 60 days to pay it off. Is that correct?
You get 60 days to close, and then if you want to close beforehand, you're welcome to do that.
Okay.
Especially for something that isn't as expensive as like a multi-million-dollar estate or something like that.
Yeah.
If it goes to $70,000, most of the time investors, especially like yourself, can pay and have that closed and ready to go for rentals as soon as they can, because it's better for you all to be in it and ready to rent.
Yeah. Well, on the ones that I don't love, that gives me time to wholesale it as well. So that's kind of cool. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hey, good stuff. And how many properties do you usually do a month? Is it just cyclical, or what do you? I'm looking at your listings.
It depends on what we do. A lot of with the auctions, those are a little bit more hands-on, and you go and we get a lot of information to collect for those auctions. When you're doing just a regular listing, it's a little bit more laid back. We don't have as much that you have to do for it, but our auction process, we have about a 2-month process with the auctions. So we start it, do a big marketing process, and then it concludes with the sale. So those right now, I think we have 4 or 5 auctions coming right now. One of them's a big West Virginia auction. It's about 6,000 acres.
Oh yeah, I see it across 25 tracks. Yeah. Holy crap! Yeah, that's huge. Good stuff. Okay, what a great thing. Hey, also, do you know a realtor in the area? I don't know if you guys all, but Courtney, do you know her? 'Cause it looks like she's got.
What's the last name?
Let me find it here real quick. Sorry, I meant to write it down and I didn't. Courtney Bishop.
The name sounds familiar. She's probably come to an open house of ours before.
Yeah, that's possible. She's got a lot of the lower end fix and flips in the area, and then she's working with.
Yeah, is it with Nest or Damon Gatier probably?
Say it again.
Is it with Nest Realty or Damon Gatier?
I'm not sure. I can check for sure,
they handle some of that stuff.
Yeah, because they seem to have all the ones that
and then
we'll
see you on the day of sale, and I can give you a text and a call beforehand.
Okay, perfect.
So what do you think? What do you think you can do for those properties? I mean, you'll look at the information.
Well, if it's in the 40s,
of what you've seen.
Yeah. So I base everything off of square footage, and I go depending on the rehab. I just need to see the pictures. I'll go 25, bucks a square foot for light rehab. And then 50 and then 75. If it's like to the studs, then we're about $75 a square foot for rehabbing. Yeah, I'd love to see pictures and kind of get a better idea before we do the auction. Are the auctions usually pretty busy, or is it?
Yeah, it will be. It will be busy. That's because that 2-month marketing process that we have kind of attracts the idea is to attract as many people as you can, and then that all accumulates on the day of sale.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. No, and so I think at that 90,000, that would be way too high for sure. So knowing that you start at 40,
that's not relative of the value. That's just a placeholder for the MLS to put in.
That's great. That's good to know, because otherwise I was kind of scared away. And
the minimum on this one is 50 or it's 40.
40. Yeah.
So that's what it has to reach 40, which is extremely doable. I think around 60, 65 would be probably where I say it lands.
Okay, and where do you guys start? What price do you start at?
Well, you want to give me an opening bid, and we can start it right there.
Oh, I got you. So, we know 40,000 is the.
Yeah, the minimum. But sometimes it's up to the auctioneer. On the day of sale, we'll be talking with people. Most of the time, we'll have an opening bid on it.
Oh, okay.
But, the auctioneer will start it at a price, and then we'll work our way up from there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me look it over, and then you'll send me the pictures and everything. I'll be able to see them.
They should be on the website.
Oh, cool. I didn't get that deep into it. I'm just trying to find that one. I don't see that property on the website, but maybe I'm missing something. Will it be on the auctions or on the just the regular part of it?
If you go to the 2 homes in a residential lot in the city of Roanoke, and you click through, you'll see there's a bunch of photos of the first property. and that's the brick property.
Yeah.
That's in Tract 1. And then just keep clicking over, and you'll see the Burl Street, the exterior of it, and then you'll see the interior.
Okay, and you said go on to the land type and go to residential? Is that what you said?
Go to wolds.com.
Yep, I'm there.
And then you'll see the insides of it from there.
No, I know.
Like I said,
Just guide me through it real quick. Is it on the auctions part of it, or?
Yep. Click the auctions tab.
Yep.
Then you'll go to real estate auction, 2 homes and a residential lot in City of Roanoke.
Oh, I see. 2 homes. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it's part of that.
Yep.
I got you.
There's another one as well. I don't know if that's something you would be interested in as well for a property that it's also included in this auction. But that one is that's the nicer of the 2 homes. It's a little bit bigger. It's a big home actually. It's on the biggest lot in that neighborhood. Big yard, the 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. There's an unfinished basement in that one as well.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's something you'd be interested in as well, but I know the Burl is a great investment property.
Yeah, no, as long as it cash flows, that's where I'm at. So, explain to me what an absolute. I just saw that on the what's an absolute auction?
So an absolute auction is an auction with no reserve. There's
Okay.
no minimum bid. So that's basically selling no matter what. That says that, if this thing goes for $5, it'll sell. If it goes for $5 million, it'll sell. There's no bid
No
that it
reserve.
has to reach.
Okay, cool. And then I just you guys will send me where the auction is online on the day of?
Yeah, we'll open it for registration here probably tomorrow. And then when you go back to this page, I'll reach out to you and tell you you can register now online.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, I
Good
like
talking
the
to you,
process.
and I'll put you on our mail list as well for upcoming property.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that tons.
All right.
Okay,
I'll
bro.
talk to you later.
Take it easy. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Kind of cool. So again, I mean, this goes back to make some phone calls, please. I didn't know this existed. I had no idea. This is kind of, just it's Roanoke specific. But here's the cool thing. If we can get something low enough, forget the 10 business days inspection period. We put 10% down. On this thing, let's say we do get it for $40,000, which is the reserve. I would probably put a bid in now for way less, but hang on, sorry. Somebody's calling. Can't see who it is. Oh, this is Courtney. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I can't answer it. Hang on. Hi, this is Trent.
Hi, Trent. This is Taylor for Courtney Bishop. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Courtney had asked me to reach out to you. She said that she had gotten a message from you about a few properties that she has listed.
Yeah, exactly. So let me ask you a question. So it seems like she works with the guys at Act 3 Squared.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And is she the exclusive realtor for them?
Yes, the listing agent for them.
Oh, awesome. Because it looks like they've got a ton of properties.
Yes.
And then they
So,
slough.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what? I was just going to say, yes, we have Act 3, and then another big one that we have is McLeod Family Foundation.
Oh, McLeod too. Okay. All right. Well, I'm an investor, and I'm actually pretty new to the Roanoke area. I do most of my investing in Texas, but I noticed that you guys have really good rents compared to the purchase prices. So I just I wanted to kind of just see if I could get in touch with you guys and see if there's a way to get on a list or whatever for when Act 3 is getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I notify you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, do you want me to go ahead and send you a list of what she already has?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will do that. What's a good email address?
It's Trent and then my full name, which is Trent Kamerman, KAMERMAN.com.
TrentKamerman.com.
Trent at TrentKamerman.com.
Oh, God. Trent, A-T, at Kamerman.
Just the ampersand, the ampersand
So
sign. Trent at
Trent?
Trent at TrentKamerman.com.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
I thought I made it simple.
So
And what's your name?
I'll send you a list. Taylor.
Okay.
I'm Courtney Bishop's personal assistant. So
Oh, cool.
I'll
Thanks,
a
Taylor.
list. Do you have specific properties like duplexes, multifamily?
Yeah, duplexes, multifamily, definitely for sure. Fix and flips are, I don't love them, but there's so many times that there's a good ROI. So sometimes I will do fix and flips, but yeah, multifamily is great. All that kind of stuff.
Okay, but just not single family.
I'll do single family if the rents are 1% of the purchase price.
Okay. All right. So then I will send you a list of her properties she has for sale. And then, did you have any specific questions about any specific properties?
Not yet. I saw the one at 1528 Melrose, and I saw 816. So none of those have pictures. Will what you send me be able to provide inside pictures, or are those?
No, I was just going to send you a list. If you give me specific properties that you would like, interior pictures, specific pictures, whatnot, I can get those for you. Are you looking? Do you see them on like a website on MLS? Or
Yeah, I'm on Zillow.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I'll send you the list, and then if for some reason, because Zillow just takes whatever we put into MLS, so I'd say about half of them have pictures, but yeah, a good half of them don't. So if one comes up that you do want pictures and you can't find them, just reach out, let me know, and I will be happy to. If I don't have any, then I will get some for you from property management.
Awesome, Taylor. Thank you so much. And then, and any of the ones that are already rented too, I'd love to know if they're rented and what their leases are.
Okay.
All right.
All right, sounds good. So I will start by, like I said, sending you the list, and then you let me know what properties you would like more detail about, just because there's about 120 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And how motivated is Act 3 to move these? Are they tight, or are they like, oh, we got to get rid of this so we can make room? Because it looks like they've got 500 of these.
Yeah. So yeah, there's literally about 100 listings right now, and properties, because about 10 or 20 of them are land lots. But yeah, so basically she has a little bit of wiggle room. She's not 100% set on the sale price, but it's not, a drastic amount. But for instance, if you ever have an offer, she's very open for talking about offers and going back and forth rather than having to put in a formal offer and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to do that. And are they interested in seller financing at all? Because that's something I would assume that they didn't, but I thought I'd ask. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. What's your last name?
No problem. My name is Crawford. Taylor Crawford.
Crawford. Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
No problem. I will reach out to you. If you have anything else that you, like I said, any specific questions or showings you'd like to schedule, just reach out to me at this phone number, text or call, and I'll be more than happy to help you.
Okay, you're awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. It looks like Roanoke's going to be one of our favorites. So, I don't know how to tell you guys to get on the phone, but what we're doing right there, how cool is that? Okay, hang on. Let me see if so her number, sorry, let me just go back on everything here. Let me make sure I have her info. Okay, so now here's where you got to stay organized, okay? Because we got Courtney, we got Taylor, we got Jacob. We got to keep all those guys organized. Sorry, I have something in my eye. So let's do that. And in the middle of all of it, my daughter is texting me, asking me to do something. So let me just see what she needs. Okay, so this is the text I got from her. Call me twice, but when I answer, just say good morning, I love you. And that's it. I'm testing something. I'm with someone else. Okay. Just got along with it. Wait, never mind. Don't call. Okay. So there we go. So that's the, don't know what that was. Okay. So Marilyn, you and I need to figure out all this real quick. So I'm going to give you the information. So we know that we've got your Courtney Bishop, who seems to be the head honcho, and Taylor is her assistant. Courtney's number is on the, let's get her the right one for her. So this ended up being the right number for her, right? 4432. Yeah, so that number is the right one for Courtney. I'll put it in the GC. And that's the realty. Okay. So, guys, if you feel like you're not organized, grabbing some VAs that work out of the Philippines is a great way to do things. We can hook you guys up with VAs because we got a ton of them and they're amazing. Okay, and then Taylor Crawford is her assistant. But that's where the bigger deals come from, is getting organized and doing stuff like we just did. I mean, that's amazing. Let me see. I don't know how to find who called. Okay, there it is. Okay, so Taylor is 540. Okay, and that's her assistant. Okay, so this is good. So this is all stuff that we're gathering this information here, but we're going to be using it elsewhere. Okay, and so totally different guy is going to be these guys, and we're going to keep their information. And here is, we talked to Jacob, but there's also Jim, and so that gives you that. Okay, so that helps. Okay, so let's see what happens. We're gonna be revisiting these guys a lot. They're gonna be sending me all their stuff, but like, how cool is this? 815 acres, a hunting lodge. Okay. Okay, I've never done the auctions. Wow, look how big that is. I've never done the auctions, and I've always wanted to. So, again, you guys never know. You never know what's going to happen when you make these phone calls. Okay. And so I'm going to give you this too. This can go along for Courtney. This is so fun, you guys. I don't know what, I mean, these poor people that go to work every day and aren't having fun. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is a blast. We're kind of, it turns into, we're a little bit detectives, and then we kind of get the idea of what's going on. Okay, and this is the other, oops. And Marilyn, this is the other information for the owners. So I'm putting that in there too. So we can put all that stuff in, and that's their mailing address. I don't know if that's going to help us, but it won't let me ever copy that. That way, at least we have a mailing address for them too. And again, I like to infiltrate these kind of places. That's their mailing address. And get to know the people in charge. And because the bottom line, we're all business people. We're all just trying to understand this place. And once you infiltrate a company like this, you can find out what your worth is to them. You know what I mean? So you can figure out a way that it's going to work for you. Okay, so I'm going to take, we don't need that right now. So those are going to be all probably sent in the email. We'll shut these down and get a little bit leaner. and then we'll go back and start all over again. So these are all great. What a great start for the day. Okay, that's where we ended. I'm going to keep this one just because that's our auction. So the thing I was saying before Courtney called, or Taylor, or whoever, Taylor, was, okay, now if we put a 10% down on this kind of a house, we get it for $40,000. That's $4,000 we have to put down, okay, as a deposit. But now we've got 60 days to sell it to somebody else. So, yeah, it's great to have in the inspection period, but if you have a little bit of money and you're okay putting down a deposit and you trust that you could sell it when you get good enough and you feel comfortable enough and you have a solid solid buyer's list. Because also keep in mind, it's been sitting, so there's a reason it hasn't sold, and so you're taking on that burden. So it's an interesting way of doing things. But yeah, so that could be kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna start back over. We're staying in Roanoke. I want to see if there's anybody else. So it's always cool to ask people if they know each other too, because they'll be like, oh yeah, that guy's a jerk, or oh, I love her, she's so good. Okay, so let's go right over to this one. So we're just going to keep on going. A little bit better inside. Can't really tell. Let's see what we got here. So the rents are $1,500. So again, always round down to the lower of the rents to see what your cash offer would be. So they're asking 76, but it's bringing in, it's potentially 1,500. Yeah, this is great too. Good area. It's owned by the same guys, I'm assuming. Let's see. Yep, Courtney has that one too. Okay, so we hit the honey hole here, guys. If we can keep Courtney happy and we can start selling her, there she is again. Good deal. If we can keep her happy and Courtney, perfect. Okay, so we already know she's got her teeth into a lot of stuff here. Brad's different. Okay, so Brad's got this one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it needs all new flooring. This I would consider $75 rehab. Just the floors are super bad to the point where you're gonna have to pull all that stuff up and totally replace the flooring. So that's I would put this in the $75 a square foot, 1,200 square foot. So rehab on this, we're talking $90,000. So we got to think about that with this $91,000 price tag. So quick way to see if the area supports that 91,000 is to go to the neighborhood and just check out this quick picture. This is not perfection by any stretch. You'll see he'll go through like the whole process of within certain miles and all this stuff. But I'm just looking purely next door sold for 180. Okay. So if we were to pay 91 and do $90,000, we're exactly, so not a deal. If we can get this for 40,000, then we got some room. So 180, 210, 140 behind. So I always take the lowest one, whatever the lowest one. A little bit smaller lot, but that doesn't really matter in this situation. Let's look at these. So somebody's come in and cleaned these up. So this one sold for 140 in 2022. So yeah, so we gotta decide if this thing's worth it. So I would offer here is probably 30,000. Telling them that there's a ton of rehab, and even then it's going to be hard to get it up to. So they're saying the estimate is 200,000, which is not true. because the comp is the one that we just saw that we know already. Next door is, what do we say? Watch, it's going to say 200,000. No, 180. So next door is 180. Let's look at next door. Yeah, so next door is very comparable. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and ours is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. So it's even less 180. So it's going to be about 160 is what our ARV is going to be on this one. So we got to get it low. So let's play the game. Let's see what happens. Let's call these guys and see how realistic they are. Just because I did all that underwriting really fast, I'm gonna make an offer on this one in my first call, which I rarely do. So I like to build the rapport, but on this one, I think they're going to be unreasonable. I already feel it, because of their purchase price or their Zestimate.
Press 1 to be connected with the agent.
There we go again. Freaking hate that.
This call may be recorded.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Hello, it's Brad.
Hey, Brad, how are you? I'm calling about.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm
good, thanks. I'm calling about 3112 Garden City Boulevard.
Yeah, still available.
It is. I bet. It's pretty hammered inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut to the chase on this one. Are they motivated, or are they?
I am the owner.
Oh, you're the owner. Perfect. Are you motivated, or where are you at on this?
So this is just one that I put out there that we're eventually going to flip.
Okay.
But sometimes I put out some stuff at wholesale deals.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's firm, but I'm not going to come way off on it.
Okay, I did just some really fast underwriting. You say that it's probably worth 200,000 when it's all taken care of.
Probably about 215 and 220.
But
my ARV.
But next door is 180 sold just recently, and so I'm like, and it's a 4-bedroom.
I know that area better than anybody.
Okay, so why would the 180 not?
Because you don't look at just one comp.
No, I know. I'm just saying that one.
I know, but I'm answering your question.
Okay.
I could sell that thing probably for about 215 to 220.
No kidding.
Stuff.
Okay.
That's what my ARV is after I fix it up.
Okay.
That's with me doing what I normally do in homes.
Well, then good luck on it. I think you've got this all wrapped up. You're kind of the mayor of the area. Okay, cool. Well, I'll leave it alone then. Thank you so much for.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you for calling.
You bet. Take care. Okay, so the answer there was, yeah, I'm unreasonable. Because I can't imagine that being that high. But he knows the area, and he's again, you're going to know right away. And so better than knowing what to call is knowing when to bail. And that one was, I'm not going to talk him into anything. If I said 40, he'll be like, I'm doing it myself. I'm like, great, have a nice day. Which I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. So we're moving on. That's the easiest part of this. Okay, let's go back to lead generation. Are we still in Roanoke? I don't think we even got up past the first 15 here. We've gone so well. Sort by price, low to high. Okay, so those are all the ones that we looked at. That, and then... yeah.
Trent?
Yeah.
Marco has a question.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat. Michael, where's
Marco.
Oh, Marco, yeah. Hey, come on up, Marco. So Marco wants to sign up for Atlas, and so let me get you up on stage. Let me give you a full tutorial of Wholesale Atlas, Marco. I was going to do it yesterday, and I don't see you. Why don't I see him in the... I don't see him in the audience, Marilyn. Do you see him? Well, here we got Sergio, and then we'll when Marco comes back, we'll bring him up. What's up, Serge? Sorry, I was on a roll there, guys. I got totally like tunnel
Hello.
vision. How are you? What's going on?
Good, Trent. How you doing, man? Good morning.
Good.
I have 3 questions, really.
Yeah, shoot.
The first one is I got a property. We're still in conversation, advanced conversations.
Okay.
It's worth about. I make an offer for 220 seller finance.
Oh, good.
15,000 down. However, there's a problem. They have 50,000 home loan equity for 30 years, I believe.
Yeah, so they can't do seller finance unless they own it. So what you're looking at is a hybrid.
So they own it, but they borrow money like a home equity, something like that. So I don't know
So I'll explain to you real quick. Home equity is tied to the house, so it's basically a loan on the house, and so they don't own the house outright. That's just like a mortgage. It's the exact same thing because it's tied to the house. It's based on the title of the house.
So the payments that I offer them monthly covers that payment, the payments that they have.
Okay. Well,
So
here, let's run it real quick. Let me throw it into Atlas. What's the address?
Let me go check on. Oh, here is on my cell phone.
So you're basing this on 75% equity because the 25% is that home equity line, right? It's 50,000.
The address is 2605 Homan Avenue in Waco, Texas.
Is it HALL or hell? Am I spelling that?
Sorry, Homan is HOMAN.
Oh. In Waco, got it. Okay, but they owe $50,000. That's the balance of the HELOC.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you came up with a seller finance. You're saying at 200,000?
220.
220. Oh, less than the. Okay. And down 15.
15,000.
Okay. Good so far. Are the rents about 1,500?
16.
Okay, we'll call it 15 just to give us $100 leeway. And then you're going to give them how much per month?
400.
400. Good. Okay. And now, are they going to continue paying on their HELOC? Because that's another.
I don't know. I talked to the agent. She's super cool. I make the offer, and they are still talking about it. But I have my doubts on that mortgage that says over there 45,000 balance.
Yeah, you have. What are your doubts? What do you mean?
So I mean, if it's a doable deal.
Well, yeah, as long as they're willing to take $203, right? Or 290. What's the difference?
193.
Yeah, are they willing to take 193?
So what in that case, how do I do? I pay directly to the mortgage, or?
You definitely want to be responsible for the mortgage, but then you're going to give them the difference between the 207 and the 400. Okay.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you'll make that payment and then give them 193 each month. Do you see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. So when I
Yeah.
talk to her, I specify that.
Yeah, just say that 400 includes the 207 for the mortgage. So basically, you're doing a hybrid, but you're getting a good deal. That's really excellent. If you can do that, that's awesome.
Okay.
And so you'll basically you're taking over their mortgage.
Mhm.
So don't let them get away with telling you that this is a HELOC. This is a mortgage. It's a great interest rate, so you're fine there. So you're just taking over their mortgage, and then you're going to pay them $193 a month. But that includes that 207. So they're still getting their 400 a month.
Okay. Perfect. I got
Super simple. Good deal. Good deal.
2 more questions.
Does it need work though?
I don't think so. It's the owner is a handyman, so apparently he had
Great.
he gotta move.
Okay. Is he going to move to the area? Because then you can have him work for you. I've done that
No,
before.
he's gonna move like a couple hours away, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's really cool to have the old owner like help you manage it, because I've got 3 of them. 2 people like manage it for me and help me out.
That is a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, especially if he's a handyman and he already knows the house. That's great.
The other question is, I have another property.
Okay.
Well, they send me the owner's disclosure,
Okay.
and it says that they make an addition to the property, but without permit.
No permit. Yep. Okay. So you got to find out in that area how big of a deal that is. So there's sometimes where it doesn't matter. Some places it really matters. It's kind of the same thing as home HOAs. You can either be in a really strict HOA or a really mellow HOA. So what you want to do is you want to call the city planner for that city and just say, hey, I've got a property I'm looking at. Don't tell them the address.
Okay.
Because now you'll inform them. They'll come make it harder. And just say, hey, I've got a property that I want to buy, and I understand that it wasn't permitted. What do I do? And they're going to say, well, it depends. Like, did they build it to code? Did they do everything right anyhow? And the inspector can come in and just seal the deal, or was it a handyman that just he was found some spare wood and built whatever? So it's gonna depend big time. But find that out before you get in any negotiations.
Okay. And the last question is, like a month ago, we looked on a deal.
Yeah.
On a property in Ohio, I believe it was.
Okay.
They had problems with foundation.
Yep.
It was 79,000. I offered 38.
Mm-hmm.
And they just answer, your offer is too low.
Right.
However, they lowered the price after that 10,000.
Of course.
So I make another offer for 45, and they just answer, your offer is too low. So is there a way that to motivate them to, hey, you tell me it's too low, but you lowered 10,000.
Well, let me see the property. What's the address? Short answer is there's no way to make anybody do anything. So to motivate them for sure that's when we switch to seller finance and we say, hey, if you want that price that you had, here's a way to achieve it.
Oh, it's they need to sell it because it's a flip going south.
Okay, so they're in the business and so they know what's up. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that's one of those situations where I come in and I go, okay, obviously we've been going back and forth. I'm interested. You guys haven't sold it. The market is saying right now that it's not worth what you guys are asking for. So give me the bottom line. Let's make this deal happen. And then they'll give you a number, and then you go a little lower than that number and see if that works for you. That's where I go.
Okay.
But the beautiful thing is you got time. Time is making it harder on them because I mean, have they moved out?
The property is what you've seen. The property is vacant. If that's why you.
Yeah. So let me see show me the what's the address?
That's 1063. Sorry, 1063
Uh,
Raymond Street in Akron.
okay. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. Yeah, so here's the beauty here. They're making, let's see, they don't owe anything on it, right? It's free and clear.
Yeah, because it was seller fight.
So they're losing $1,100 a month basically because they're not renting it.
Mhm.
And so what I do, and you're at what price?
I offered them 45. They
And
say
what
no.
No,
They
they
say
said no,
no.
but they didn't make a counter offer?
No, they never. That's what I was saying. They never make a counter.
Okay, you can have fun. What I do in these situations is they say no, and then I go, okay, 46. Okay. And then I send them an email, 47. And I just slowly, and kind of comically say, guys, if you're not going to counter offer, I'm going to keep going until and just go all the way up to 69 or whatever it is that they want, and just see how close you can get. Like, that's what I would do. Make it into more of a game because catch at 69 on this one, and it's the rents are, let's call it 1,000 just to make sure we're covering ourselves. But what are you finding? Did they tell you what the rents were before?
It's in Akron, 3 bedroom is around 1,100-1,200.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're gonna say
for Section 8 at least.
right. So I'm gonna say $1,000. So it's a little bit under. It cash flows $224 at their offer price.
Yeah,
It's a great deal. I mean, it's fine. I
it-
wouldn't give them that because here's the deal: we're not buying it. If we're buying it, that's a difference. We need to show some kind of a discount. So when we try to sell it,
the question I will ask you is, let's say I put it under contract for 58. Can we sell these for 5,000?
58.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, like if you sold it at 63, you could be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we have a lot. We have room.
Well, because here, let's look at it. At 69, it's doing well, but you're saying 58. We'll get it at 58. Is that what you want to get it at?
No, if I get a 58, can I sell that contract for 5,000?
Yeah. So if we'd be selling it for 63. That's the difference, and it almost makes $300 a month. Yeah. So I can sell that and say, hey, here's a property. We got it for 63. That the only thing we'd ask, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, is we ask them to either take it off the MLS completely, so there's nobody. Because our biggest problem is investors. The first thing they do is they go and they look in Zillow, and they're like, oh, well, it was 69, so I'm only getting a $6,000 discount. So
Okay.
in that situation, you might not get as big of an assignment fee, but if you sold it for 59, if you got it for 57, there's your 2,000. But that's the funny part of this whole thing is like 59 is right at the sweet spot. That's $300 a month. It's a 28%. So it's all about marketing at that point. So we've got to say, we bought it at that price, which is from what it sounds like, if you can get it for $10,000 less, you're 59, right?
Geez, a 3 bedroom in that area is 1,300.
Right, right. And so, yeah,
So we're being
so
very conservative. Yeah. Okay.
we're being super conservative because the whole point with it's funny, investors, they spend all day long and all they're looking for is gold. And so if they see something that was 70,000 and they're getting it for 50, they're like, oh, sweet. Okay, I saved 20 grand in their head. But even though this is a good deal for an investor, we got to find the right person and say, hey, I've got something for you. It's 300 a month in cash flow. Is that something you want? And kind of get away from the numbers. So assignment fee wise, it's not going to be huge, but you can make a grand or two. Yeah. So
I just want to have the ball rolling. I mean,
sure, you want a proof of concept. Like
yeah,
I hear
yeah, yeah, you said it.
100%. Everybody wants that, and it's one of those things where, yeah, like if you're not hung up on how much money I'm going to make, then we get this done all day. I have a buyer in Akron, so and he does fix and flips, but I'm sure he can point me in the direction of somebody that wants the rental. And that would be an excellent rental. I mean, it's in a good area. It looks nice. The only thing we need, you might have to spend some money to get somebody over to do a video walkthrough and do some pictures because we have to market it. And so, maybe that's part of your deal is like, hey, I'll buy this from you guys at that price, but I need a video walkthrough first and a bunch of pictures so I can really get to know this property. And then you don't have to pay somebody to go do it. And that's the marketing material you're going to use to sell it to to somebody that's gonna be your buyer.
Okay, well, I will try to renegotiate this one then.
Yeah, and be funny with it. Just like kind of get silly and just say, guys, you're losing $1,300 a month. So every month you could have had $1,300, and now, because you're sticking so tight to your price, why not just get rid of it? And then you don't have to worry about losing that money every month. It's figuratively that money, but they could be putting that money somewhere else and get money back on their investment. So I can't stand to see something sit because you're not really losing that money, but you're not gaining it. And so it's like one of those situations where you're like, guys, you're leaving something empty that you could be making $1,000 at least. But they don't want to rent it, and they'll probably tell you that. They're like, well, it's in good condition right now. We don't want to put a renter in there. And so say, well, then how can we come up with let's figure out a plan. And be okay paying more if they promise to take it off the MLS completely. Because then we can sell it. Because right now, any investor goes and looks and they see how much it was. But if they can't see how much it was, then they see it's a good deal. It's
so I can offer. I can say let's close for 63 but take it off the MLS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then you'll sell it for 65. It's not like you're going to sell it for a ton more.
No.
But again, stick to your guns. Try to get it low. Play the game of coming up $1,000 or whatever we decided, and just see what happens. Because they might get sick of you, or they might say, oh, this guy's really kind of funny, and you'll develop a rapport.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We'll see.
Right.
Or I can come in, too. I can call them and offer way less than what you're offering. We can do that, too. That's another strategy. Like I come in and I go, hey, I've done the comps in the area, and and it doesn't rent for what you're saying. The most I can give you is 40. And then they're like, oh, crap. Now your deal looks 10 times better.
It looks, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm more than happy to do that if you want me to. You want me to do it right now?
We can JV, yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm happy to do that. So what, where are you? What's the price you gave them?
I gave them 40. The last one is 45. 45 even. 45? Okay. Yeah. I'll give you the.
Is this the right one? This number?
Yeah, but it's a lady.
Okay, well let me call Richard and let me see if maybe I can get a different.
Her name is Loretta.
Loretta, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to call her directly if she's not on the listing. Because then that, oh yeah, she is right here. Is that her
Yeah,
number?
correct. That's her number.
Okay, I'll call her right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, and I'm gonna play with her, so I'll try to build some rapport. Hello?
Hello, may I help you?
Hey, how are you? I'm calling about 1063 Raymond Street in Akron.
Oh,
Are those pictures that I'm seeing on Zillow, are those the most recent pictures?
yeah, those are the most recent pictures.
No kidding. Okay, so does it have renters in it now?
No, it's vacant. It's a vacant property.
Oh, okay. And it looks like somebody did. Is this how the owners live, or is this a fix and flip?
Just a fix and flip. We dropped the price just so you know because it has like a structure problem.
Oh, it does have a structure issue.
Yes.
Oh shoot. Okay. How bad is that?
Well, you know, when you talk to people, the one guy said it's not going to fall down or anything like that. It'll be up another 50 or 60 years. But the bank won't lend on it. That's why it's a cash.
Oh, gotcha. And so the picture underneath with all the poles holding everything up, is that part of it?
That is. That's a part of the base. That's the base. Yeah.
Yeah. So is that just there? That's kind of a band-aid for now before.
Well, I don't think it's a band-aid. I think, you know, he learned was, but the guy who looked at it, he was just basically said that it may last 20, 50 more years, but the bank is not going to lend up on it because it got those holes everywhere.
Yeah. There's.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see all of. There's like 6 or 8 of them, huh?
I'm not sure how many.
Yeah. No, I see the ones.
Yeah,
I see the.
Oh.
Well, that kind of takes up the room in the basement too. You kind of lose all that open area. Okay, well shoot. And what is the price that you guys have it at right now?
Right now, $69.9.
Okay. And what kind of rents are you seeing? I'm seeing about $1,000 a month in the area.
Well, yeah, $800 to about $1,100, $1,200.
Okay.
Bedroom, yes.
Oh man, I hate to just roll the dice because it's not my style. I usually like to do a little bit more, but I'm like 40 for something like this, just because I'm really concerned about the structural part of it.
Of course, and we do want to be transparent with you.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that.
They're not going to go to 40. I know that for sure. I know they turned that much more than that down.
Oh, what have they turned down?
I can't tell you what they turned down, but I can say that's too low.
Well,
that price you quoted, that's too low.
Oh, okay.
And then, if you have, I don't want you to get involved in like inspection and all that good stuff because it's going to be like it's going to be the same result.
Oh, we can't do an inspection.
You can if you want to, but I don't want you to waste your money.
Oh no, I appreciate that. That's so nice. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I don't think the bank will lend on. I know the bank is not probably going to lend on that.
Hey, if we were to, I mean, just you and me kind of sneaking off behind the bleachers and chatting, what is that number that because how long has it been on the market?
It's been on the market for a few months, but they started off at like 90 something.
Right.
And I know when they dropped the last time, they really don't want to go under that. I'm trying to think, is it?
Yeah.
They don't want to go under that.
Yeah, because I'm just, of course, the structural part makes me nervous, but
we have to be transparent. I don't want
I know. Shoot.
Are you in Ohio?
I am. I actually I have a property in Thornville, which is very far away from you. It's near Columbus. But I love Ohio, and so I've been wanting to do more there. Okay, and so you're saying 40s no go. So where could we be? I mean, they're not stuck on 69 because the market's already said no.
Yeah, well,
What do you think I could offer so we can get this thing done?
Just dropped it. I know they're not going to take 40.
Okay.
But,
What do you think they would?
I can say I can't say anything else other than that. They did drop it, and we had and we know it's a price in the so,
Right.
Yeah, so that's where they're at.
Okay, so you think they're going to be tough on, like, they want 70 and that's that. No, I got you. So if you help me, I can make an offer that they will accept.
Well, I don't know what they're going to say because they've been waiting like 15 months to real. So I thought they were going to take that other offer, but they didn't take it. So I don't know.
Okay, so they're being a pain, huh?
Well, not really. Like, but those going to be hard to sell. It's somebody will buy it, but.
Okay. Well, maybe it's one I just kind of wait and see. But yeah, I mean, 40, just because and the reason I'm so gun shy is I had a foundation issue in one of my other houses and it ended up costing me about 15,000 to fix it. And so I don't want to get in a situation where I've spent 69 and now I have to spend another 15, Yeah. So do you think would they be in the high 40s? Do you think that's even possible?
No, they already turned that down. They turned down much more than that. So I know they're not going to. I don't waste your time with that.
Okay. So, boy, you're making it hard for me to make an offer. I really want to make an offer. So definitely. So it needs to be more than 50, less than 70 is where we're at.
Are you a realtor?
No, I'm not a realtor. I'm an investor.
Oh, okay. You're an investor. Yeah.
I mean, can you tell me if I'm a realtor?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're going to have the same conversation.
Did I catch you? Are you in the shower? I hear water running. Did I catch you in the shower? Oh, what are you making? Oh, yes, please. I'll be right over. Maybe we can talk about it over dinner. How's that sound?
Not today. I've been so busy. Last said something about holiday,
Yeah.
But no, they're not a price,
Okay, well, I mean, if I were to make an offer, do you want me to write it up or can we do it verbally?
If you think of an offer you want to make.
Well, I mean, from what you're telling me, it sounds like 50 is going to be where we're at. That's what it sounds like.
I'm like, what again? I'm sorry.
Oh.
What did you say it sounds like?
No, it sounds like I appreciate you keeping their confidence and everything. I'm assuming 50 is where we're at. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know what they'll say. I really don't know.
Okay.
We've been, back and forth with a whole lot of different prices. So.
Yeah, I know. So.
To be honest with you, but I do know that it's a problem there, and it's not going to be a problem. You're going to just buy it and rent it out and make your money every month with Section 8 or AMHA.
Yeah.
But you cannot, well, you already know it's cash only, no bank loan, so you can figure that out.
Well, and I've got the cash. That's the thing. That's not the problem.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying there's someone in the area who can walk through for you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'll send somebody over. But do you think 50 is going to do it? I'll make that offer if you want me to. I'll write it up.
No, I think $1,000 to do.
Okay.
Whatever you guys,
Well, how about I send over a $50,000 offer? Okay. Will you present it, or is it a waste of my time? You're the best.
They make that decision.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll put something together and I'll send it over. Thanks, Loretta. Enjoy your dinner. My name's Trent. Okay, thank you so much. See ya. Bye. So I think you're in the 50s for sure. So I think if you come in at 55, that's going to do it. I'll send over an offer for 50.
Okay.
And so that now lowers their expectation. They've got a solid offer. I'll write it up. It will be real. And then come in tomorrow or the next day. And go with what I said. Go with that 47 still, and then go to 48, and then go 49. Play the game. She's super sweet. I mean, she's so she's solid. She's just dealing with, So I think we got more information, if nothing else. I think 55 is probably going to do it.
Okay.
But if I offer them 50 and they come back at 55, then we'll just take 55 and go for that. Yeah, I think that's excellent.
Okay, so you send the offer today, and I call them tomorrow, and
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, I don't want it to be back to back because then it's fishy. So you can make it tonight. Just call them tonight and just say, hey, I'm just checking in. Are they going to come down to my $47,000 offer? And she, if I can tell already, she'll be like, oh, I already got a better offer. I'm like, okay, well, great. Then you'll be like, okay, well, what kind of offer did you get? And she'll be like, I can't tell you that, but you can kind of whittle it out of her. She's been pretty cool because it's very much like, nope, they're not doing that. And then I got to 50 and she's like, well, you never know. It's like, okay, so we're not nope anymore. So that's good. We're kind of inching up. So.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah, and then let's meet at her house and have some fried chicken. That sounds really good.
I would like some chicken for sure.
Yeah, I would take some chicken. Okay, I'll send over hey, Marilyn, let's put together an offer on this one just for, we'll do it at 50. And yeah, we'll see. I'll just text it over to it. I'm going to make it very, very simple.
All right, partner.
Okay, cool. And we'll keep in touch. We'll check in tomorrow. Do yours tonight. So call her tonight and just say, hey, just checking in. I really like this place, blah, 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 play the game. And then if she tells you about my offer, just say, well, if I beat that and go 52, can I, don't say what the offer is, but say, okay, so it's obviously more than mine, so I'm assuming it's in the 50s. I'll make you an offer of 52. Do you think that's going to work? And so already negates my offer, makes yours better.
Okay.
So we'll see. 52, 53, I would go there for sure, because then we can land on 55 and be fine. 55 on this would be great.
And then we can, that will be great. And it's a nice location too. I already saw the map. I think
the whole thing's great. And I'll call my buyer today and just say, hey, if I can get this for this, would you buy it? And see what he says. Perfect. Because I'll tell him, hey, I can get it for 65. What do you think? And here's the cash flow. That's my part of marketing it and talking them into it and showing them how good it is with $1,300 a month and blah 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 blah. I won't say $1,000 a month in rents. I'll say $1,300. So now it cash flows even better. So
I'm learning the game. 1,000 for her, 13 for him. I learned the game.
Exactly. That's the whole deal. It's you gotta and the other thing I'll say is like, oh, I bought a place with a foundation issue. It was $15,000. I didn't do it. I didn't need to do it. I made it fine. I got renters in there. The foundation never mattered. Okay.
Yeah.
But to her, I'm saying, well, the house is going to fall in, and what do I do then? I've got. This is very common in Ohio to have those poles in the basement.
Okay.
It's not unusual at all. So I think we're good. But it's a game. The whole thing's a game. It's all opinions.
All right, perfect.
All right,
Well,
good stuff.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Trent.
Yeah, and that seller finance deal I think is solid. It's really good. So if they're okay with, because I'm worried that they're going to say no, we want 607. We don't want to pay, you're paying that mortgage, our HELOC, and I'm concerned that they're going to be there, which at 607 it's not really that
So
good
we're
of a
gonna have to
deal.
put that on a trust then.
No, let's see. Yeah, we will. So so when we pitch that, we say you put your property into a trust, and we'll help you do that. And then I'm going to buy 90% of the trust. Okay?
Okay.
Because the way everybody else explains it, it's like, okay, we'll put it in a trust, and we won't. We're not putting it into a trust. We're buying the trust.
Okay, so she put
they put their house in their trust. We buy the trust. The trust is usually named the address. So this one would be the, what you call it, Akron, 1063 Raymond Trust. But it's them putting it into the trust and then us buying the trust. But we're going to help them through the process.
Hopefully we make 2 deals. That way I learn to process them.
Yeah, no, the other one's great if they're okay with you paying their mortgage and giving them the difference, the 207 or whatever. What did we figure out? 193.
193.
Because then that is $400 a month but we have to dedicate 207 to that loan because we're not gonna, it's a good deal.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
See ya. All right, later.
Have a good day, man. Bye.
You too. See ya. Okay, did Marco come back in? Oh, there he is. Good. Marco, get on stage. Let's do this. Let's get you we're going to get you a Wholesale Atlas tutorial. And let me see if my Atlas mode's working yet. Marco? Marco? Okay. Marco does not want to come on stage. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Let's see. Come on, Marco. There we go. How are you, sir?
Hey, can you hear me, Trent?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. I just got Wholesale Atlas. I was wondering if you could run me through how to use it.
Absolutely. Did you use my discount? So you got...
Yes, Trent.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. So your first month's going to be only $60, I think. So
yes,
a little bit of a savings. Okay, cool. What I love about Wholesale Atlas is you can do so many different things. The first thing you can do, and this is what I do, is go over to settings and let's set up your settings. So you get some consistency when you're, hang on just a second. They're talking to me. Okay, so what I would do is in your general settings, do this because that way you can use this forever, and that your settings are what's here. Let me just double check one of my settings real quick. I remember. Okay, so when you set them up for yourself, then any of the alerts and the reds and the green numbers are going to be to your liking. And so here's what I do. So the maximum listing price, I just put it off the charts. and you're under general. Operational expenses, I always do at 20%. So that's your management fees, all that kind of stuff.
Right. The PITI.
Yeah. I don't do any assignment fee. And the reason I do this is because it all depends on how it sells. And so I don't want to put like 10 grand in here and then when it sells for 4 grand, then I'm disappointed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I leave the assignments at 0. Closing costs, 1.5% is about right for closing costs. That's for all the transaction coordination and all that stuff. I like all my deals to be a 10-year balloon. The default mortgage term is just saying 30 years amortization. I don't use amortization because whenever I do anything, especially it's seller finances when you use it, I just do 25% of the rents. And so some people want to know what that amortizes to, and you're saying like, oh, it's 23.6 years. Like, I don't know why we even need to know that. I like to just tell them it's 25% of the rents. So you can leave that at 30, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I do a default rehab cost of 0 because I want to add it in each time because it's going to be different each time.
Right.
Okay. Then I go over to cash. What I do with cash is I do 100% of what they're asking for. Because like if it's $100,000 play, if they're asking $100,000, I want to figure it out at $100,000 to start to see what my cash and cash is at their asking price, because it allows me to then kind of tell them like, okay, hey, at your asking price, it loses, $270 a month or whatever.
Right.
So that's why I do that. My cash offer threshold is 50%, which means I will pay. I would like to give them 50%. So wait, is that how mine is? Is it? We might have to come back to this. Because that might throw. No, this is so. If you were to put 50% in here, then it's going to put whatever their asking price is in half, and that's why I do 100% just so I can do that. The offer threshold, I think it gets negated when I do the 100% here. Debt service ratio is I'm assuming that we're getting a loan for 7.5%. Down payment is 20%. This is just what the ROI, the return on investment. This is just going to color everything red or green as far as your numbers being good or not. I do a net revenue threshold of $200. You can do $300. It's again just going to turn things.
And is that just what the cash flow is? It needs to be at least 200.
Yeah, but all it's going to change is the red and green. So it's going to be at $200. It's going to go, yeah, this is good. So if you want that to be $300, whatever it is you're looking for, same thing with the 20%. Some people will put this at 12% and be green. Anything higher than 12%, I just like it to be 20% because I want to really go after, the best
good deals.
So always hit save changes because I switch things around. Subject to, again, I do nothing down for a down payment. I don't put anything in because it's going to change for every different scenario. Same thing here. I wanted to make it at least $200 a month. Same. So hybrid, I don't even do anything with because I'm not going to do hybrids. I don't like them. Now, seller finance. This one you want to do, I like 5% down. That's a place to start. You can go up to 10% down. So if you have a $200,000 place, I want to put down $10,000.
Right.
Okay. Same thing with the 200, the net revenue threshold. Now you understand this is just the red and green.
Right.
Same thing here, cash on cash, and same thing with the entry fee. So those are all the same. Make sure you just save changes. Now we can go and play. So you've got 5 different things up here. Underwriting is if you've got an off-market deal, you can throw in the address here. You have to do everything manually. So this is basically
Okay.
the calculator, but manually. I asked them to put this in, and it's been super helpful because if you find an off-market property, you can still pick, what it is and how you want to do it, and get the property tax and the insurance, and put everything in and your offer price. So, and you can do it for all 4 ways of doing things. So that's underwriting. You'll use that when you can't get it to come up on Atlas, and usually that will happen with multifamily. Atlas does not search multifamily. It says it doesn't, but every now and then it does. So then search. You're just going to put in an address. So you have 123 Main Street, and you throw it in there. Now here's the power. Did you do Atlas mode or no?
No, I have the standard
Okay,
Atlas.
cool. You're fine for now. Because I can't show you Atlas mode anyhow. Let me just see. I don't know why. It's the way I'm logged in somehow. So I got to figure that out. But here we go. So this is the bread and butter. Down here, which is kind of fun, is it gives you suggestions. And so like this morning, Roanoke, Virginia was one of the suggestions. I'd never been there. And we hit a honey hole. I mean, it's going to be really fun to chase that stuff. So what you want to do is you can also go to refresh suggestions, and it's just kind of a roulette. You can try to find something. So let's go to Lexington, South Carolina. I haven't been there before. So the way I do it is I'll search it, and if it takes a while for it to search it, that's a good thing. It means nobody else has searched it today. If it comes right up, it means it's been active on the server, and so it's kind of just that's a little insight that nobody's really been looking in Lexington, South Carolina. But that also might mean that it's super small too. Okay, there's 22 leads. So we're in Lexington. The first thing I like to do, I go sort by price, low to high. Excuse me.
Bless you.
And then I always apply you have to wait for a second. See how it's refreshing up there?
Yeah.
So sometimes it will find stuff. And so if you're kind of hanging tight, see how it's doing? Now it's at 122 properties. So there we go. Let's let it search a little longer. Because once we refresh it, then we can go and look at all of it. So we got 227. Look, it's just doing good. So it's building it up. Oh, 425. We're killing it. Okay, so let's refresh it at 425, 496. Sort by price, and we'll go low to high. And now here's the lowest in the area. So we're in Chapin, South Carolina now. I thought we were in a different one, but that's cool. So here's our deal. 1631, 160. So our very first house is a 1% rule. Okay? And you know what that is, right?
Yes. When the rent is 1% of the asking price.
Exactly. In simplest forms, if you don't want to do the math, get rid of the 2 last zeros, and you want your price to be 1600. This says 1631. It's exactly right there. So it's not going to be, now it's up to you to get it to be a really good deal and get it at 120 or something like that. But when I look at the rest of these, none of these are really giving us good rent vibes. This one might. 14, and it's 200,000. So again, we'd want that one to be 2,000 a month. Always plan on the lower of the 2 rents that are presented. Okay. Sometimes normal rents are cheaper than Section 8, but sometimes Section 8 or more. So in general, I don't like this area, but I will call on this one. So this would be one that I would look at, take a peek inside. Very simple place, no problem. It's 1%. The rents are doing what we want. And as I call it, I would start calling it now, and then I'm looking at it and I'm seeing, oh, okay, this and this and this. They answer, and then I can start talking to them about it. But the cool part is I go to cash, and remember we set it up. My offer price is their price, okay? And we're taking the less of the rents, Section 8 or I put them both at 1,600 because right here is where you decide where to dedicate these to. I just always put them both in there because there's times that I screw it up and I have a higher, like if I had 18 here, I can go over to normal and then see how much it cash flows. Okay, it's negative 39. Parentheses is negative. Red is just not a good deal.
Right.
Okay, and then if I went over to section 8, see how it changes. So that's that little toggle is just talking to these boxes. So like if we put this at 20,000, now we're gonna have oh wow, we got $14,000. But the real thing is negative 39. So the value of that information alone, knowing that this place is not cash flowing, does that mean we don't call it? No, it means just the opposite. When we call it, we say, hey, I really like your place, but I'm looking and it doesn't cash flow. We don't bring in the numbers. We just say it doesn't cash flow. And so there's no investor that's going to buy this and be satisfied with it cash flowing. And then we go to seller finance. So we say, but here's what I can do. I can give you more than what you're asking for. I'll give you 170. Is that something you'd be interested in? And they're like, 170. And you're like, yeah. So they're like, tell me why. And so you say, well, I'll give you 170. I'll give you $8,000 down. Here's the deal. Is that's the price. The $8,000 down is 5% of 160. So when I bring up this price, I don't bring this one up. I try to keep it down. Okay, just kind of. So now I've already told them, I want to make sure that they know that 8,000 is where we're at. And so if for some reason I go up to 180 because of the negotiation, I still keep this at 8,000 as a down payment.
And how are you deciding how much higher to go for that seller finance?
Okay, so here's what's really cool. So they were at 160, right? I'm going to show you how seller finance works. And Atlas really makes it easy for you to do it. So for some reason, my balloon term should be 10 years because that's what I put, but I don't know in the settings it didn't take it. So try to always get a 10-year balloon. But here's the beauty of seller financing and why it's so attractive for a buyer. I mean, it's not bad for a seller. It allows them to sell their places. But here we go. Their offer price is 160. We can come in and offer 160 because, and I skip this part, if we were to offer cash to these guys, I want to give them 50% of what they're asking for, okay? Because the normal rent's 1,600, that way it helps us cash flow. Okay? Right. Before we were negative. And so now we can say, hey, I'm sorry. The best I can offer is 80,000 because I'm trying to make it cash flow. That's my whole point. And they're like, oh, okay. Nobody that you're going to be talking to understands what you're talking about when you're talking about cash flow. Right. So you can just use generic. Don't even worry about numbers ever, but just say, hey, it negatively cash flows. I can't buy an investment that negatively cash flows. Okay. So this is kind of our anchor. So we're anchoring the people at, hey, I know you're saying you're worth 160. But we're saying it's probably only worth 80 if we were doing cash. But that's why I can come in and tell you, I can do your offer price, which is 160, as long as you're willing to take a set of payments. Okay, and that's the way we phrase it. And they're like, well, what's that mean? And so the way I do this, and that's when I was talking about amortization and a 30-year amortization, all that stuff. I don't use that. I take what the real numbers are, which is $1,600 is the rent. And I offer 25% of that, so $400 to the seller as a monthly payment. Because if you go through the amortizations, it's just as extra work for no reason. And honestly, 25% is, if they say yes to that, it's excellent. But I can inch it up if I need to in the negotiation.
Right.
Okay. Am I making sense? Because at any point.
Yeah, so far you are.
Okay. At any point say, what are you talking about? So now here's the cool part. Here's the magic. Let's just say the negotiations are going well. They're like, no, 160, I can't do that. Then you want to really incentivize them and you say, how about if I overpay you by $20,000? And they're like, by 20,000? Well, tell me what that looks like. Okay, well, I'll pay you 180. Still giving you that down payment I told you about. See how this is now lowered down to 4.4% instead of 5%?
Yes.
Which is great. And I'm going to still give you $400 a month. I screwed up. Hold on. So did we see how much that makes us? 680 is our number, right? So when I go up to 180 and I offer all that, I'm still going to only pay them $400 a month. What do you think our cash on cash is? Is it less or more?
More.
It's the same. You should have said less because we're paying more. We just paid them $20,000 more. Okay? It's the same. This number, we want to keep this number as low as possible because the higher we go, here's 500. See how it goes up? Those numbers are working together. See the
Okay, I
680?
see what you're saying, yeah.
So 500, okay? So if I keep this at 400, it stays at 680, right? Watch this. If I put this at 200,000, it stays at 680. Okay? Because that's
Okay.
what we're paying monthly. And so keeping that low is really good. Yeah, we'll see a difference here in the balloon payment in 10 years. It's 144 here. If we were back at the 160, it's going to be 104. So you see, that's where that $40,000 comes into play. But we don't really care because that's in 10 years, and we're hoping for appreciation that's going to take care of that.
Right.
We can incentivize them to take their, with a higher purchase price, the 180 or the 200. If we can incentivize them to sell their house for that, we're pocketing $680 every month. And so over 12 months,
It was like 72.
yeah, exactly. Oh, 81. So 680 times, and then if we do it for times the 120, we put $81,000 in our pocket over that 10-year balloon. Okay. Now that can be, but we're putting money into, so over that same 120, we're putting another 400 times 120 at 0%. We're putting $48,000 into the price of the house. Okay, so we're knocking down the principal. We're not dealing with interest, so we're not paying any extra interest. Does it all make sense?
Yeah, so far it's making sense.
Okay, good. So that's the whole point of seller finance. Seller financing is such a great way for a buyer to get in, not have to qualify, pay a small, just to give you an idea, on 160, let's go to a loan calculator. So if you're, so this is where an amortization calculator comes into play, is figuring out the difference between 0%. Let's say that typical loans right now are 7.5%, right? And we've got a $160,000 loan because we're buying the house at 160 for 10 years, okay? Because we're doing a 10-year balloon, okay? If you were to do that, your monthly payment would be $1,900 every month. We're getting it for $400 a month. Okay, so that's where that savings is, because look, if you did 0%, then it knocks it down to $1,300 a month. But we're still getting it for $400 a month, and that's why the seller financing is great. So, knowing all that,
So
when
even when we raise the price, the seller financing, we're still paying the same amount monthly?
On seller financing, you're paying $400. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but we're giving them more. So we're kind of preying a little bit on the fact that they don't do math, and a lot of people won't. Like sellers
Right.
just don't. They're like
They
look
just get
at
a
it.
higher price.
All they're saying is what, $20,000 more, and so you're like, yeah, how cool is that? And they're like, oh my gosh, okay, we weren't thinking we'd get 180 for our place. Okay, but you now know the difference. Like, so we're saying $20,000 more, and then somebody in that situation is going to be like, oh wait, what's the interest rate on our loan that we're giving you? And you say, oh no, that's figured into the 20,000. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. Again, we know how much that would have been. So the interest, if they were, the normal interest would be 7.5. Remember, we were 1,900
Right.
monthly. You're paying $900 in principal, which is going towards the loan, right? But you're paying $1,000 in interest. And then the next month it goes down a little bit, and it goes down a little bit. But you're paying $900 just in interest. That's money that disappears. It only helps you in your taxes. So do you see why that's so advantageous to have that
Yeah, I see that.
$400 a month? It's pretty crazy. It's really crazy, actually. Okay. How we doing? Making sense?
Yeah, I'm writing things down as we're going along.
No, I figure. And hey, call me anytime, because you're going to come across it and you're going to be like, wait a minute, did he say this and then that? And so the simplest thing to know is here's where you can make your changes. Okay? You can go up as high as you want as far as I'm concerned. This is the second place you can make a change, but don't make it too much. Keep it under 10%. So in this situation, if we offered 16,000, that's 10%. We're
So for that
Yeah.
down payment, should it stay 10% of the original asking price or of the new 180?
I always try to do the original, always.
Okay.
Like that. But again, I never want to get anywhere close to that 10%.
Right, we
That's
want to keep
kinda
it close to 5.
Yeah, that's industry standard. Everybody's like, well, as long as we can get 10%, we're good. I have found that those are hard to sell. But the ones that are 5% are not hard to sell. Those are
Because
people
they're
are like,
discounted.
yeah, they're saying, wow, my entry is only $8,000 instead of 16. That's great. So definitely you can change this price all you want. This one, be cognizant of how much you're bringing it up. And again, this is all going to be based on what the seller says. They're like, oh, well, we don't really care about the offer price. We really just need 20 grand to get into, or 16 grand to get into our next house or whatever. They'll have a number. They always do. And you're like, okay, well, I'll tell you what, if I increase this to 16,000, I'm going to have to drop this down to about 300. Is that cool? Look what it does. Now you're 780 instead of 680. You're killing it. Like that's
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So you're fine with that. But that's the beauty of seller finance. That's why seller finance is so hard. A lot of people will tell you like, yeah, I'm doing underwriting. I'm searching for seller finance deals. I'm like, well, you can't. There's no way to
You
search
have to come
for it.
across them.
You have to come across them and be ready to strike with. I always refer to as we got a quiver with a bunch of arrows, and we just got to pull out the seller finance arrow when it's appropriate. And sometimes you'll see. I mean, I've got a perfect example. Was my first duplex that I bought. A guy needed $60,000 because he's starting a business. It was a $500,000 duplex, and I didn't really know what I was doing. But I got him to agree to $1,000 a month, which was high in my standards now, but excellent for this because it rents out for $2,000 a side, so $4,000 a month, and I got it for $1,000.
That's really good.
Yeah, so I got that 25%. I gave him $60,000 down, but I was okay with that because, well, it was my first one. I wouldn't do it these days. But it was a $500,000 property, so 10% was 50. So I gave him a little bit more than 10%, but that is what incentivized him into doing it. So these days I'm a little bit more strict, but that one's cash flowing positive, probably $2,000 a month after all my expenses and everything.
Awesome. That one's awesome.
Okay, so does that all make sense?
That all makes sense to me. And I
It's gonna.
took screenshots of all the settings to put them in mine.
Oh, good. And make sure. I mean, more than anything, this is really what I want you to do. So you go to lead gen. I mean, we looked in that area. The rents weren't great. Okay, but you go to, like, if you just type in OH, that's Ohio, and you go anywhere in Ohio. I like to find the smaller towns. I'm trying to think of other smaller towns, but let's just go to Columbus and see how much faster it comes up. That means people have been looking in Columbus. Sort by price, apply the filters. We're in Columbus. I go down here. First thing I do is I go to 60, so I don't have to keep scrolling. But right off the bat, you can see $50,000 and $1,100. So we need this to be $500 a month. It's double that. So this is excellent, except for it being a mobile home. So we don't do mobile homes. The reason we don't do mobile homes is
Because we don't own the land.
Yeah, you're paying for this part.
Yeah.
And you're renting this part. So my family they're the largest mobile home park owners in the country. They only own this part. They never want this part. They're like, you do whatever you want to your house. I'm not going to come in and fix your toilet or do any of that stuff.
Right.
It's a brilliant business plan. They're billionaires and they're just awesome people. So what I do is I go down, and usually near the end of page 1, you're into the 120,000 area. So it needs to be 1,200. This is 11. So let's go up a little bit and see what we've got. Again, try to stay away from places that are connected to another building. Go for single family homes. 114, 111. These are exactly 1%. So let's go a little lower. I don't know why this doesn't give me as much. Usually there's a ton more. What did I do? 1868. Price low to high. Huh. Weird. So, and here are the ones that are kind of the sweet spot. $100,000 home that rents for hopefully $1,500. It's not saying what the normal rents are, so you can go with Section 8, $1,400. And those are the ones. The second I find one I like, these all have a mortgage on them. So that's the other part of Atlas, is you can see everything. This has a 2.93, and they both got mortgages on them. More than likely, I have a feeling these are connected somehow. But I don't shy away from it. Now, remember the guys that look for seller finance, this is either a hybrid or a mortgage takeover. And so I click on it. I check out so they owe $35,000 at a 2.39 rate. So it's such a small amount that it kind of doesn't matter. You're not going to be saving that much money. So this is more than likely just a cash deal. And the cash deal will pay off their balance. And so you come in and you go to your cash deal. You see 95,000. We're going with Section 8 rents of 1,500, and boom, this already cash flows. Now, do we just call them and say, great, we'll take your property? No, because we have to sell it to an investor.
Right.
And so we need to knock this price down, even though we're in a great spot. We're 27%. This is a great property calling. But I haven't looked at any of that. As I'm looking at all that, I'm calling Will Marshall and saying, seeing what's up. Okay? Because right now we know that we only have one picture. We got to find out if it's gutted inside or
right. We got to see what the inside's like. Make sure it's not burned down.
Exactly, and I've come across a million of those where you go into.
Yeah, I found one. It was I thought it was going to be a good deal, but the roof needed to be replaced, It's going to be pretty pricey. The estimate she gave me was upwards of 50,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you're like, nah, okay. But I don't want you to waste your time tonight going through all these. I want you to do it during the day. Find it, call on it while you're looking at it.
Right.
It's the only way that I think it's the best way to do it. I mean, you saw today, I don't know if you heard earlier, but
Yeah, I was in here.
making phone calls, I got 2 different sources in that area that I can pull deals from. And one's an auction and one's the queen of Roanoke. I mean, she has a lock on the
Everything
company
out there.
yeah, the company that has 500 homes and has $1 billion in assets. Like, okay, well, we want to get to know those guys. And don't be afraid of those kind of things. Don't like go in there and say, hey, what can I do to help you guys? You know, this is what I do. And you can be honest with them. You can say, I wholesale. What I always try to tell people is I'm an investor first. And if I don't like the deal, but I still think it's a good deal, then I'll wholesale it. Because that sounds less slimy than, oh, I'm just selling
I'm a
contracts.
wholesaler.
Yeah. So I'm an investor,
Yeah,
but
no, they don't like wholesalers.
yeah, when the time comes, yeah, I'll wholesale that. Are you kidding me? If I don't want to just lose it. So it just gives it a little bit more credibility. But yeah, so like this one, let's check that other one. I have a feeling that these are connected. That was Will, and let's see what this one is. Will, I had a feeling. The reason I had a feeling is they've got the exact same interest rate of 2.93, but also the weird angle that they shot them at. It's exactly the same. Yeah, this one, see, that's squared off.
Yeah.
But Will's like, nope, take it from an angle. But all these are good. Like 1235 at 95, 1200 at 95. Like you've got 4 right away. You got 4 different places in Columbus to call on.
Yeah, Columbus has a lot of 1% rules out there.
Yeah, and that's where I've got a property out there. It's funny, my son's out there right now digging a big hole for his YouTube channel. We've got 9 acres, and 5 acres are off to the side that are totally like a separate thing. And so they started off digging with a toothpick, and then they went to a spoon, and then they're going up and up, and then they've got a backhoe, and they spent 24 hours digging.
That sounds like fun.
Well, or maybe he should get a life. That's the other part of that. Okay, does that make sense? Can that get you on the road to get?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, it's and Atlas really seriously. I always beat the guys up when Zillow made their switch and we couldn't get on Atlas. I was like, man, might as well just not work today because I can't live without it now, and it kind of bums me out. But it just makes it so much easier than going to Zillow and then going to PropStream and then going over to Rentcast and then going over and doing all the different,
It puts everything in one place, even has the calculator in there.
And the calculator's the best. Did you, I don't know, were you over at Wholesale or no?
I was in there for a short period of time, yeah.
So they've got an offer oven calculator that's Excel spreadsheet based. And I am I know it's me because everybody else can use it. I'm a moron with it. And this one, like, here's another good one, this brown one. And like, you just know right off the bat, it's 102. I'm going to cash flow. Whoops, wrong one. That's seller finance. Right away, you're going to cash flow $415. That's one to call. Like, don't even screw around. Just get on the phone, start talking to people. And if that's not the one, ask them what else they got. Say, hey, I love weird deals. I love divorce things. I love when people are foreclosed, getting foreclosed on. Like, give me your weird ones. And they'll be like, oh, great. Yeah, I've got, John and Janet are getting a divorce and they want to get rid of their house. They'll give you stuff. And that's how I got everything in Roanoke. I just was asking, like, I took it to another step and thought a little bit outside the box and said, wait a minute. This is the same realtor and then the same owners, and these owners own a crap ton. I want to know those guys. And so when you can infiltrate somebody's business, that's the
Even
best.
better.
Yeah, and you do it in a great way. It's not like you're being sneaky. It's
Right.
get in there, get to know them. I mean, I am not beyond sending pizzas to someplace like that and saying, "Hey, thanks for all your help. I talked to you on the phone. You gave me all this information. I just wanted to buy your team lunch." You think people aren't going to remember you? They'll remember you forever. Like, that guy just sent us pizzas. What's going on?
Yeah, that's very true.
And the reason I do that is I'm old school. Back in the day, my production company worked with ESPN, and we did the X Games. And every X Games, I would bring 500 branded T-shirts with my logo, but also with the, hey, it's X Games 2021 or whatever it was on it. So nobody had to go buy a T-shirt. They all got a T-shirt, but my name was on the back. And so they're walking around ESPN every day. I can't tell you how many people would call me from ESPN and be like, "Hey, can I get one of those T-shirts?" I'm like, "Absolutely, I'll send you guys a box." I got to know everybody at ESPN. I became like a little bit famous in ESPN because I was the camera guy that provided T-shirts for everybody, and my last name's Kamerman. That worked amazing. So it's the same kind of thing. We just have to think outside the box and infiltrate people's businesses in a good way. I did it with Hold My Hand Wholesale too. Like I was just a student, and Richard came on and was spinning the wheel, and I came on and said, "Hey, I'm going to throw $100 up on the," because back in the day, his first things were like a $25 Uber gift card or whatever. And I said, "Hey, can I buy one of those? And I'll do $100 if anybody wins." Sadly, 3 in a row, people won. It cost me $300, but people got to know me, and so that's how I built getting everybody over there to know me. So
You built a good rapport with them.
yeah, and the key to it is the follow up and being cool after that too. You can't do that and then be
And then be an a-hole.
Yeah, you can't be douchey after that.
Right.
I know Richard and Chris think I am douchey because I liked Atlas so much. I brought it to them and said, "Hey, the owner wants to brand it for you guys and everything." They're like, "Nope, we're doing our own thing." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm doing this." And so we kind of parted ways, and I went with Atlas. I really like it. I think it's simple. It's a solid way of doing things.
Yeah, it's definitely way more simple than going and using all the different resources and going from tab to tab to tab.
It's impossible because
That's how it was in Wholesale Atlas.
Yeah.
Or not Wholesale Atlas.
Yeah, and Hold My Hand. Yeah. No, but Richard's such a bright kid. That's how his brain works, is he has to make it complicated for him to enjoy it. I'm like, give me a big crayon and a tablet and I'm good to go. Like I need it simple. And I believe that I'm more like most people where we're just morons. And I'm like, give me a reason to get on the phone. That's all I need. And so once I can get on the phone, then I can talk to people and the visual part of it. Like when you're in lead gen, you are seeing everything you need to know. It's all right here. It's all part of that.
Yeah, you have to go find those numbers yourself.
No, and it's so simple.
Which takes that's a lot of the work right there. When I was still trying the Hold My Hand Wholesale, that's where I was struggling, making sure I was actually getting the numbers right and making sure the numbers were adding up properly.
Well, and you spend that half hour underwriting everything, you call the realtor and they're like, "Yeah, we just sold that." And you're like,
"Yeah,
shoot, why did I just waste a half hour?" Where mine is a little bit more rapid fire, where I get it, I call. I get it, I call. It's just like, and the information I get from the realtors is awesome. People are great. So there's your tutorial. Did that help?
Yeah, that was perfect. That was
Okay,
awesome,
good.
actually. I even screenshotted all the settings so I can configure them in mine as we were going along.
And you're gonna not be able to read something, or just call me. Don't hesitate. I'm at my desk doing this all day long, and I have no problem if you want to text me or if you want to DM me or whatever. More than happy to help you out.
Awesome, Trent. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's get you a freaking deal now. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for it.
So anywhere in Ohio, anywhere in Indiana to start, like those are good
Okay.
ones. Okay, and then I haven't done Florida, but apparently Florida's good too. Kentucky's good.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying they're finding them in Texas too.
Well, in Texas, I always discount Texas, but that's where everything I bought has been Texas, and so I've got a duplex and I've got 4 houses in Texas that I bought this year. So, yeah, I mean that was a problem for me because I don't want to wholesale them, I want to keep them, and so I've got kind of shop crazy, but they're all rented now, so everything's good. All right, buddy. Well, let me know if you need anything else.
Awesome.
I'm more than happy to help
Thank
you
you
out.
so much, Trent.
All right.
See you guys later.
Okay, take it easy. All right, guys, that does it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. But yeah, keep on calling. Get on the phone. All right, I will see you tomorrow.